Well, well, well. Look who the cat dragged in. Hold on, I need something to hold this microphone. There is a squirrel on my balcony. Stella's actually going insane. Do you see that? This is actually my first time talking today. It's currently 3 p.m. Isn't that awesome? No, yeah, I need help. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about my trip to Colorado. It was so much fun. We're gonna get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Seriously, because something detrimental happened at the end, but we'll get to that. Yeah. Might I just say I had the crash out of a century. That's besides the point. My trip was so beautiful. This video starts with the morning of the flight, just kind of packing, getting ready, losing my mind, having a panic attack, all the fun things. Hope you enjoy. Good freaking morning. Today is so exciting because I'm going to Colorado. In about 2.5 hours, I will be on my way to the airport. Thankfully, I packed last night. I usually wait until the actual last second. I have not been on a plane since fall 2024 when we went to Philly. Might I say, I'm a little nervous. I obviously do not fly much, so I get really anxious about like going through security and like making it on time. Bingies crossed, everything goes right. I need to start on some breakfast because 1, I'm starving, and 2, I need to get rid of some veggies that are in here. Oh, also, I'm going to Dodie's concert tomorrow. Bestie B is a Dodie fan, and I said, of course I will go to the concert with you. That's like the only really set plan we have in Colorado. On my wish list though, I want to explore. That's kind of it. That's kind of it. My dream day in Denver. I'm thinking we go get coffee, we walk around, I take pictures. Yeah, I'm gonna whisk this. It's gonna be really loud and annoying. So this is gonna be like a 3-hour long flight. In my head, I'm like, okay, that's super doable. It's just 3 hours opposed to like the 14 hours driving. The ways I plan to distract myself on this flight. 1, I might play some Sims. Is that super crazy? If you were to be sitting next to somebody on a plane who was playing Sims, what would you think? I hope that answer is that they're awesome. I made like an airplane mode playlist. I don't know exactly what the genre is, like folk pop, like Noah Khan, Geese, other people, kind of that vibe. I have been in such a Noah Khan mood, and I feel like in every video for the past like 2 years, Stick Season has been in my head. So that's really weird because like I don't listen to Noah Khan like that, or I didn't before, literally like this week, but something changed in me. Something's not the same, and I'm obsessed with Noah Khan right now. It is March 6th today. It's a very monumental day for many people. Harry Styles' album came out. I haven't listened to it in full. I just kind of like skimmed through it last night, downloaded that so I can like really like take it in. I'm also bringing the iPad so I can draw. I'm bringing, of course, my laptop, and I'm bringing a book. This is so funny. Hold on. There's a little free library near us. For the past month, every time we've looked in there, there is this specific book. And I'm like, that is so funny. Like, this book traumatized me in middle school. Every time we walked past it, we would check and it was there. And then a couple weeks ago, I realized this book would be perfect for the plane. So we walked to the library. Whenever we open it up, it is literally cleared out. I was feeling very discouraged. And then Soph came home from a workout class and she found it for me. She literally bought me the book of my dreams. No, it's not. It's actually like the book of my nightmares. Hatchet, if you're not familiar. I can't remember exactly when I read this. It had to be like 6th or 7th. This is literally the reason for my fear of airplanes and my fear of bears. If I read this, like, I'm gonna be prepared for worst case scenario. Is that a good idea? I don't think so. Let's make coffee number 2. What I really need is some water though. Yum, my egg is ready. I was gonna flip it, but I think that's a pretty bad idea. I'm so anxious right now. Like, I feel like we're not gonna make it on time, and I hate to put that into the universe, but I am stressed. I am. Breakfast is served. Now, I know it seems really weird, but I usually have it with blueberries and avocado. I'm wanting some hummus, and I needed to get rid of those veggies, so here's my brekkie. I'm probably only gonna bring my toothbrush and deodorant. Is that a bad idea? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Toothbrush time. Here's my, it's like water dripping from my mouth. Here's my current face wash. I'm liking it so far. I've used it once. Ow. My band-aid just ripped my nose piercing out. What the fuck? Anyway, toner's on, I guess. Not very well, but it's on. Am I gonna be able to open this today? That's the true test. Please. Please. Oh my god. Guys, I'm the strongest person alive. I don't think you understand. Skin clean, teeth clean. I look terrifying. Let's get freaking dressed. And by that, I mean putting on a sweater. Why do I look like that? I don't know if I mentioned, but it is in fact snowing in Colorado. So, and I want to be comfy cozy. Even though it is snowing, I think I'm just gonna wear my slides because I don't want to deal with taking off my shoes at that freaking airport. I don't even know if they do that anymore. They probably are now with the state of the freaking world. Oh, this is so fun. It's like a little what's in my bag. So far, I have my sketchbook. I have my journal. I have a couple like pencils and pens. Where the f is my chapstick? Mayday, mayday. Right, so where the f is my chapstick? Here it is. No need to fret. Ew, whose hair is that? Probably gonna bring a couple chapsticks just in cases. This is the honey one by Burt's Bees, if you're wondering. One of my favorites. Reminds me of a simpler time. Anyway, also, of course, my laptop. You know what? Let's check the battery percentage. What time is it? Oh my god. Actually, Jesus Christo. Right, so I have to leave in 25 minutes. And I know that seems like a lot. I don't like being late. I don't know. Me leaving in 25 minutes, like in my head, that means I need to leave like now. And I know that's not the case. I know I'm not gonna be late. And actually me leaving in 25 minutes, that's gonna get me there like 15 minutes early. That's how insane I am with time. It's so draining. My laptop is at 40. No, no. Sorry. Also, the iPad. I was gonna say I'm an iPad baby. I'm really not. I just think it's gonna be... What the was that? And of course, how could I forget? I'm so excited to read this. I'm not even gonna lie. Can I read you the synopsis? Do you care? 13-year-old Brian Robinson is on his way to visit his father when a single-engine plane in which he is flying crashes. Why the f is it written like that? Suddenly, Brian finds himself alone in the Canadian wilderness with nothing but a tattered windbreaker and the hatchet his mother gave him as a present. Who the f let this man take a hatchet on the plane? And the dreadful secret that has been tearing him apart since his parents' divorce. Now, Brian has no time for anger, self-pity, or despair. It will take all his know-how and determination and more courage than he could even possess to survive. God damn, that is so dramatic. Okay, well, I don't remember literally anything in this book besides the fact that there's a plane crash and I think there's a bear. What the hell is the secret? My goal is to finish this in one sitting and I think I can do it. I'm also bringing my camera. I'm bringing this camera too, just in case I want to take some pictures on the plane. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. And I should probably get going very, very soon. This is heavy. This is a hefty bag. I think I'm gonna see you guys when we're at the airport. I'm so excited and so nervous. I'm sure everything will go great. Goodbye. See you in a sec. Howdy from the freaking airport bathroom because I chugged about a liter of water in the security line, so that was awesome. Bestie B and I had Chili's for lunch. It was actually pretty good for Chili's, especially airport Chili's. And then a couple hours later, we landed in Colorado, and I was just so happy to be with my friends. Look how joyous that face is. Wow. No, I was having the time of my life. So cool to see all the snow. I've never really seen anything like this. And then this is B rightfully exposing me for reading The Hatchet on the plane. But can you really blame me?
Think about a plane crash. Oh my god.
Hey, you know what? Exposure therapy. Honestly.
Exactly.
I mean, I told you every time I go on a plane when we're taking off and landing, I listen to a song and I'm okay dying.
Yes. Oh my god, I did too. I was literally listening to You'll Go Far by Noah Kahan.
You're so real too.
And then we made the trek across the tundra to the gang's apartment. And this is the morning after. That sounds weird. That sounds weird. I shouldn't have said it like that. I was super congested. Look at that cutwater behind me. That just tells it all. But my Pookie Bear, my little angel baby girl, so freaking cute. The cats were going crazy all night. Look at them being an absolute menace. Like, what is he doing? Oh my god, the weather was so beautiful this day. Look at this view. Let's build a Walmart there. Okay, sorry. Hello, New York. I am currently in the freaking colorful Colorado, and look who is behind me. Guys, I'm so Happy to be here right now. So yesterday we flew into a blizzard. It was snowing so bad. Bestie Finn picked us up. I mean, y'all already saw, I kind of gave the rundown, but it's been such a nice time. Yesterday I learned about altitude sickness because I'm originally from Texas. We're not that high up. My head was hurting. I was dealing with that and some nausea last night. I'm doing okay now. I'm dealing with some sinus issues right now, but I also slept with like 4 cats, and I do believe I'm allergic to cats. That's not even the point. Today is going to be the best day ever. We are going to hang out with all of our friends. Oh, okay, Lanty. Hi, Mama. I missed you so much. So cold. For sure, we're going to go like explore Denver a little bit, and then we're gonna go thrifting. We're gonna go to a concert. But yeah, it's like the most beautiful morning. But I am really cold. It is 27 degrees outside. Love the cold way more than I love the heat. It's like disgusting in Texas right now, but I'm just not used to it. You know, I'm shaking like a chihuahua over here. I'm gonna get ready for the day. Then I got ready for the day. Look how cool this transition is. Wow. Everybody clap. Finn and Ray were at work, so me, Kay, and B went to go get brunch, drawing a little bit, working on some YouTube stuff. Look at Francois, Freakswa, as they say, absolutely demolishing that Apple Pencil. I literally didn't film at all. I'm so sorry. I'm realizing now that is the last clip until the Dodie concert. Most of this day was just waiting and getting ready and just hanging out with each other, honestly. It was very nice, but we didn't do much until the Dodie concert. The gang was putting on makeup. I think it was Ray who had the idea to write Dodie on my forehead with sparkly, I don't know what this is. It was just like glitter paint for skin. Who knows? But of course they have it. What do we think? So right. Oh, I had to give y'all a second angle because it's just too good. I ended up smearing it before we even got to the concert. My forehead was just a brick of glitter. It was quite the look. We made it to downtown Denver. This was the first time I'm seeing this area. Look at us at the concert. We're so freaking cute. Here's some clips of Dodie performing because it was a spiritual experience, I would say. So enjoy. And that brings us to the next morning where Charlie is trying to get into my shoe. Finn and I took Lantis on a walk that was so lovely, and then we went to explore Denver. This was so much fun. We found this cute little coffee shop that was honestly mid. I'm so sorry. Look how cute my friends are. Are you joking? This is us walking to a brunch spot because we were so hungry. We found Logan Street. Look how happy I am. And then we went to Bird. The food was so delicious, but I had a very bad migraine. I took a bite of my pickle and my eyes filled up with tears. Eventually, I was able to eat my black bean burger, and it was so good. I usually don't like black bean burgers the most. Like, they're not my favorite. I'll eat them, but this one was so good. Our server was incredible. Think of Portlandia, but like mixed with Juno, just like a cool indie movie main character, and not like in a cringe way. She was like a special human being way. And then I went to the restroom, and I am particularly angsty because of my migraine nausea experience. Range of emotions. Look at me go. This is proof of me washing my hands for some reason. Don't know why I filmed that. And then we went to a couple shops. We found this cool goth store and then this awesome bookstore. I forgot what both of them were called. I'm so sorry. We were in this bookstore for probably close to 30 minutes. There's so much to see. So many cool like history books and stuff. I will say I was getting a little burnt out of stores, so I dismantled from the group to go walk around and take pictures while they checked out this like oddity store, which I'm sure was the coolest thing ever, and I'm so sad that I missed. This is me going on a little expedition for some pictures. Hello. I have escaped from my group. I am downtown Denver. I'm scared. Who was gonna tell me that security cameras in Colorado talk to you whenever you pass them? That was terrifying. I was jump scared by a security camera. Yeah, and then I saw these pigeons. I love pigeons so much. I'm a little concerned about what they were eating. It didn't look the tastiest. The architecture was so pretty. The whole drive to Tattered Cover was just us daydreaming about having one of these houses together. I'm gonna send her a video of the street. Oh my god, that's so pretty.
So we're getting 2 houses next to each other.
Yes, we're gonna be neighbors.
Those
Yes.
ones we can sit on our individual patios and chit chat.
Yes. This bookstore kind of felt like I went back in time to like the 2000s. Oh, and I guess that's all I filmed of that, right? So that brings us to that evening, and we went to go pick up Ray from work. I had hot pot for the first time. I'm kind of obsessed with hot pot now. Fried tofu. I had ramen noodles in it. I made my own sauce that was really bad. I made a awful sauce, but I made it work. We feasted like it was the last day on earth. Our server looked like Conrad from The Summer I Turned Pretty. There's gonna be some people, B, I'm looking at you, that disagree with this sentiment. That just was a cherry on top. No, don't say that. After this, we went home and partied it up again, just chatting, having a blast together. And then the next morning was our last. I'm so sad. Ben took us to the airport like the godsend that he is. He also bought us Dutch. So, forehead kiss to you, my friend, my blood brother. They have a really funny name for this demonic horse that's outside of the airport. This was a shock to me to see personally, because what do you mean? And we made our flight in the nick of time. I was so scared we were gonna miss it, but everything worked out. And then we flew home. Look at these sights. It was so beautiful. And then we got into North Texas. This is literally like the Pilot Point area. The landing was terrifying, and boy, do I have a story for you. Story time. To preface this, I was absolutely exhausted. We did not get much sleep the night before. On top of that, there was a time change on the plane, and it was also daylight savings, so we lost an hour. I was so tired and so out of it by the time we got home. Like I mentioned, landing was rough. There was a lot of shaking, a lot of moving. I was a little frazzled by the end. I got up, I left the plane, I pick up my car from B's, I drive home. I crash. For 5 hours, I am asleep on my couch. At about 7 p.m., Sophia wakes me up and we go get velvet taco. Of course, celebratory dinner because I haven't seen her in a week. As I'm leaving the house, I'm like, oh, my wallet's not in the place where I put it every day, but it's also not in my pocket where I know I had it at the airport. I was in such a daze that I was like, you know what? It probably fell out of my pocket in the car. It's somewhere. So we go get velvet taco. Think we end up texting B and like, hey, have you seen my wallet? Our driver had left like a missing item report thing. I don't know how that works, but apparently a lot of them do it like to make sure they get a tip, I think. Whenever I found out that they like filed a lost item thing, I was like, okay, we're fine. It's going to be a hassle because, one, I don't know where this man lives. I'm sure he has good intentions, but I don't know him. At that point, like, the communication had suspended and we had to get in contact with Lyft. B was a godsend trying to help me out with this. I don't handle these specific things well. Like, I can do stressful situations whenever it involves other people. If I'm the one encountering the life-altering event, I will absolutely shut down. I hate that about myself. In the middle of the night, we ended up getting our driver's contact information. He gets in contact with B. He basically tells them that him and his wife have been like scrambling to try to find it and they couldn't. And then the lost item report was for a tip. And I realized, okay, it's on the airplane. I'm just reliving that landing over and over. I knew it was in my pocket whenever I got onto the plane. I knew that for a fact because I was so scared about losing my wallet the whole entire time because the day we went to Colorado, my wallet fell out of my pocket onto the street. So I was like being hyper vigilant, but the landing was just so hectic and like we got up so fast. I was so out of it and exhausted that I didn't know where it was after that. Just everything is like replaying in slow motion. It feels like everything was so important. Like everything was a little clue. I was in a video game. My primary task was finding my freaking wallet. And then I remember that Love Field was a layover for, get ready, Jacksonville, Florida. So if it was on this plane, it was in Florida. at this point. There's no telling who has their grimy little hands on it. I was a mess. I was so ashamed. I felt very irresponsible and just not my best self. What makes this worse is I need my ID for my job. Like, that's a non-negotiable. To get into the building to do my job, I need my ID. I didn't want to file like a lost card report. I've had to do this before whenever I had like a fraudulent transaction on my card. It takes a while to get a new card and I couldn't afford to do that. I was about to get paid. I had bills due. I couldn't turn off my card in the moment, but I was monitoring it very closely and I had no weird transactions. Even after like 48 hours, nobody even tried to use my card. So it's like, okay, maybe it's in safe hands somewhere in the world. I literally had no idea where it was at this point. And then I ended up telling my dad. And this was terrifying because I knew he wouldn't be mad at me, but I was scared he was going to be disappointed. So I call my dad. He is extremely calm and rational and helpful as always. So I'm feeling a lot better. I knew in this moment everything was going to be okay. I finally calmed down and recovered from my generational crash out. Like, I was throwing a fit like a toddler. It was bad. I ended up ordering a new driver's license just because I knew I needed that for work. Still hasn't arrived, by the way. What the heck? The last thing I really need to tackle is figuring out like getting a new card and stuff like that. But I keep putting it off because it's pretty inconvenient. About a week passes and the update on all my lost item reports is that they haven't found it. And then something crazy happens. Something I cannot quite explain. I'm gonna show you the video that I sent to my friends. Okay, so I got home probably about an hour ago, and usually Stella like runs up to me and like greets me at the door. She did not. She wasn't in her normal like sleeping spots. She wasn't even under the bed. So I was freaking the out, and there was one last place where she could be, which is under the couch. So I lay down, and I'm trying to feel for her, and I find something else. I found my wallet. There's no way. There's actually no way. I don't understand this. I'm at a loss for words. My wallet. Anyway, and then I was freaking out about Stella. She just literally popped up out of the void. And she's here. So
Yeah, the minute we found that is the minute Stella just popped out of nowhere.
we literally checked everywhere for her. I don't know. So yeah, nobody stole my identity today.
Yeah. Wait, are you still recording?
Yeah.
Good. Everybody in the chat convince Kili, hey, it's time to get a new wallet because Kili still wants to keep that wallet.
Hey, I'm just happy I found it.
Yes. Well, it's time to get a new one.
Maybe.
Something you can attach. There's no maybe.
Okay. I don't know how this was under there. There's no way. I've cleaned, I've vacuumed, I've checked. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Right. So I truthfully can't explain how hard I looked for it. Everything worked out somehow by some freaking miracle. And it's insane because this whole time I was like, I just had this feeling in my soul that it was just gonna pop up and that everything would be okay. And it was. That's kind of the one thing that has gone right ever. With that being said, that was my trip to Colorado. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little weird and different, and I'm so sorry I didn't film too much there, but we will be back. I had the best time. I miss them so much. Can't wait to go back, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna see you next week, and I'm so sorry that I haven't been the most active. Hashtag going through it. It's so over, but we'll be back soon. All right? Love ya.